welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to try to finally finish up our girl here from Lady Heather's Curiosities and Peculiarities coloring book by Heather Valentin. We've been using Prismacolor pencils for this, and all we have left are her eyes, lips, wings, and shoes. And we're going to add a little more to the background as well. But yeah, so let me zoom you in and we'll get started. I think we'll probably do her eyes and lips first and go ahead and get that out of the way. And then we'll do her wing. So, get you all zoomed in as far as we can. Okay. So for her eyes, I'm going to give her some blue eyes. And I'm going to use Indigo Blue, Periwinkle, Powder Blue, and Cloud Blue. And get my sharpener. So a few of these do need a quick little sharpen. I apologize. And I think I've said it before, but for my Prismacolors and my Polychromos, I like to use my Tagal handheld sharpener. Okay, so we're going to start with Indigo Blue. And I'm just going to start on the outside and work my way in. Now, this isn't a real big area here to be fitting for colors, so we'll just have to keep that in mind, that we need to leave space for all of our shades of blue. And I'm going to do the same thing on this eye. Start right here and fade it out, and the same here, fade that out, and then we'll take Periwinkle, go over the top of everything we've already done, and extend that out a little and feather that out. Same on this side. Next will be, try to knock our image around. Next will be Powder Blue. Again, just go over that and extend that out and leave space for our lightest color. Lastly, Cloud Blue. And we'll just blend all these colors together and fill in that space. Okay. So now we'll move on and color her lips. And for that, This I know is a small area, but I have chosen black cherry, processed red, hot pink, and deco pink. So I'm going to take this black cherry and just put a little along her, where her lips meet, and then along the outside edge as well, on the bottom and the top lip. Okay, and then processed red. Sorry for all the noise in the background. My son's playing in his room. Next is hot pink. And lastly, deco pink. Just fill that in. Okay. Now we'll move on to her wing, and I'm going to zoom you out just a little so that you can see all of the wing. So my plan for her wing is the inside part of her wing is going to be the same combination that we used on the top and of her shirt and the top of her pants, the gray combination. And then on the outside it's going to be darker, and then inside those spots we're going to use some sparkle pop. Okay, so again, our gray combination, in case you didn't see the other videos and maybe want to follow along, is black, 90% French gray, 50% French gray, 30%, and 10%. So slide everything over. Okay, so I'm gonna lay these down. So we'll start with the black, and what I'll do is I'll show you how I'm gonna do one on camera, and then I cannot find my words today, I'm sorry. Oh, I'll do one on camera, and then I will pause and I will do the other one off camera. That way it won't take as long, and you won't have to watch me do the same thing over again. So yeah, we're just gonna lay a little bit of this black down and fade that out. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry about that. My son saw something that he wanted to come and show me that he wants for his his birthday, which is still almost, because he just had his birthday a few months ago. So it's still pretty close to a year away, but he keeps, instead of saying Christmas, he keeps saying he wants these things for his birthday. But yeah, he saw something he wanted, he had to come show me. But okay, so I'm just going along this outside edge and putting some black down. And then along this edge. I'm going to bring that out a little bit to leave a feathered edge real lightly. Okay. And then along here, and down here. Okay. Next will be our 90% French gray. And we'll just go over what we've laid down. And extend it out. Oh no, apparently something has gotten on my page. This is okay. Hopefully I'll be able to cover that. Okay. Next is our 50% French gray. I think my image got left laying on my desk, and my son sits at my desk to do his homework, and I think that may be what happened, is it was left on my desk, and so when he was writing on the page on top, it might have left the impression. Okay, now 30% French gray, but hopefully when I blend this all in, hopefully I'll be able to get that to straighten out and disappear at least a little, maybe. If not, oh well. If not, I'll just have to deal with it, I suppose. Okay, just go over all this other with this to try to make sure we got that blended well. Okay. And lastly, our 10%. I'm gonna turn this just a little bit for a second. I'm sorry, guys. Trying to work at that a little bit. Get those lines out of there. Well, I know now to double check and make sure I didn't leave anything on my desk if anybody's going to be writing on something laying there. Okay, and I think I got most of that to smooth out. And here we go. So there's the inside of our wing. And I'm going to grab the 70% French gray and add that in the mix for the outside. And I'm actually not going to use the last two colors. I'm just going to use, I want the outside to be darker than the inside. So I'm going to use the black, the 90% French gray, the 70% French gray, and the 50% French gray. That way, hopefully, it will be quite a bit darker than the underside of her wing. Okay. All right. So try to get this where you can see the whole thing. So I'm gonna take the black and I'm gonna go along the outside edges, the black. Leave a feathered edge there. I'm gonna try not to go over any of these spots on her wing. So again, we're gonna fill those in with the Sparkle Pop gel pen. It's the black with the red glitter, so up against this dark wing it should look red when we fill in the spots. Okay, so next is the 90%. Okay. %70. Can go over all of that. 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay, we're using the 70% French gray. All right. And finally, our 50% French gray. So, just go over all of this. Oops. Okay. Okay. All right, I think I'm pretty content with that. Okay, so now let me see, I just had it out. Yep, there it is. So now I'm going to take my Sparkle Pop gel pen. Again, this is the black with the red glitter in there. And I'm just going to fill in these spots with this gel pen. I love these Sparkle Pop gel pens. They're definitely one of my favorites. You could also use stickles for this, or you could color the spots in with your pencils if you choose to, instead of using glitter. Okay. Now, if you can see here, she has a necklace on. Sorry about that. She has a necklace on, and you can see a little bit of this medallion here. I'm also going to fill that area in with this sparkle pop right there, just like that. And now for her shoes, slide this up a little, sorry, and I'll zoom back in, get it adjusted. Okay, so what I'm going to use for her shoes is a black jelly roll glaze pen. Sorry, tongue-tied. So I'm just going to fill her shoes in with this. I love these two, but I have the black and I have the clear. But I'm going to eventually get the pack that has all the different colors in it. So I think these are great pens to use for accents on your page. Okay, and then do the other side here. And again, of course, if you don't have one of these or don't want to use one of these, you can use anything that you do have. Glitter gel pen, regular gel pen, or colored pencils, whatever you want to fill that in. I have a bubble in there. Okay, and I'm just going to pause, let this dry, and I will do her other wing off camera, and then we will come back and we'll add a little bit more to this background. I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished the other wing, and I think I've given it enough time to be dry enough that we can continue and get this image done. The last thing I want to do is I'm going to take my Brilliance Starlight Silver ink here, and I'm going to add some of this around on this page. Now what I'm going to use to do that with is, I have one I've already been using, but I wanted to show you one that hasn't been used yet. I have some of these natural sponges here that I've had for quite a while to use with acrylic paint and stuff, but I was wondering how that would do with the ink pads. So, and I do like the texture. I played around with this off camera a little bit, and I do like the texture that it gives on the page. So I got a little bit on my thumb when I open that. I always get that on me when I open them, but that's okay. Baby wipe will take that right off. Anyway, so I have my sponge here that I've been playing with, and so I'm just going to dab this sponge onto the ink pad, and then we'll start in this corner up here, and let me zoom you in some more. And I'm just going to touch this to the page and twist it. Turn it every time I lay it down. I'm just going to turn it a little bit more. And if you're going to do this, you definitely want something, an extra piece of scrap paper or something underneath the page, so that you can go off the edge a little. me zoom you back out. Maybe that would be better, actually, so that you can kind of see here. And we're just going to add a little bit of this all over. Just kind of turning the sponge as we go. And just keep going until we need more ink. I like the look that gives it. It's with the light and it being metallic. Not sure how good that will look on camera, but I do like the way it looks in person. Yes, I'm going to add a little bit more to my sponge. And just keep going around the outside here. I just like trying different things and seeing what new things I can do and learn, and different looks that I can get on my images. The closer I get to her, the lighter I'm trying to touch this, because I want it to kind of fade in if possible. But it's a little trickier to do stuff like that with the sponge, so but yeah. There we go. I think that's pretty good. And again, if you don't like the way that looks, you definitely don't have to do it. I just wanted to do a little something different, a little something extra to the image. Try to make her stand out just a little bit more. But yeah, so there we go. And I think that's her all nice and finished. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel a lot. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think, or if you are following along or are going to, or anything else whatsoever. And if you have not done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel. But all right, guys, I'm gonna go. Until next time, stay safe and happy coloring. Bye.